going to have one of the illusionists coming up on the show soon. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully we'll get him to do some tricks.
Hey, I have to give a shout out to the men and women who are over in Pyeongchang, because the Paralympics just finished, and guess who finally won the medal count?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was looking at it. So USA got 13 gold, we got 15 silver, and a total of 36. I was looking at this on NBC Olympics Instagram page the other day. So Canada got the most bronze, but we won the most gold, the most silver, and the most medals overall.
Good for us.
Good job for them.
Congratulations, yeah.
Yeah, thank goodness, too, because I was like, we needed some more wins over there.
I mean, Norway kind of took it to us, right?
In the Winter Olympics, yeah. So I'm glad that we represented this time around in the Paralympics.
Have you talked to the girl from Moorhead lately?
No, I was going to text her over the weekend, and then I forgot. So, but I know that she had sent us some of those pictures. We'll have to see if she can send us some more of her trip there and ask her how it was to teach those kids how to ski.
Before we get to your picks, since we're giving shout-outs, I also want to give a shout-out to Hillsborough Central Valley. Did you watch any of the Class B tournament this weekend?
No, I didn't.
So, final shot in OT, they end up, it was a three-pointer, guy drains it. It was just mayhem. So they won 2 years in a row. So everyone in Hillsborough Central Valley, congratulations. It was a very dynamic game.
Now I want to go and watch our sports highlights to go and see it.
It was great. The dude just drained it, and then the clock ran out, and he just sort of stood at the center of the court just like this, just like, yeah, I knew,
and I'm sure everyone comes running down.
Just bum rushed him, and so kudos to them.
And I mean, speaking of basketball, I'm skipping ahead, but a lot of people have been so upset with their March Madness brackets. I didn't do one this year, but I know that a lot of people were keeping their eyes glued to their TV, not only for high school basketball, but for the college basketball too. And there's just been upset after upset. So number 1 seed Xavier was taken down by number 9 Florida State. Number 11 Syracuse stunned 3rd-ranked Michigan State. Tournament darling University of Maryland, Baltimore County could not keep its Cinderella story going. They fell to Kansas State 50-43. So I know a lot of people have been just kind of going crazy.
Going nuts.
Trying to redo their brackets, but some of them it's like you just do one and it's set in stone.
Yeah.
Other people do the like games by games and then reconfigure it. So.
And then who's the team that beat Virginia? Virginia was like, you know, crushing it all year, and then some team out of nowhere, they were seeded 16th. Was it UMCDBB or something like that, Tony? Omniscient Tony? UMBC? Yeah, so anyways, I mean, they were 16th, never thought, never going to have a prayer. They beat them by like 20-some points.
Sometimes, though, if you're the underdog, you have more fire, more motivation, more to prove out there on the court.
You take more risks. You're like, who cares? Nobody expects us to win anyway, so I'll follow this guy.
My poor Gophers didn't even make it into March
Madness. Oh, let's not talk about it.
We won't talk about my Gophers.
Yeah, or UND. UND didn't make it for the first time in 15 years.
So what did you guys do this weekend for St. Patrick's Day? Did you celebrate?
No, I went up to Grand Forks for the North Dakota Democrat. They had their big convention, and Joe Biden was in town. So it was fun to see a bunch of people. And anytime a vice president's in town, it's good to go see him. So it was super nice out. I was inside, but enjoyed my day anyways.
Did you get to go and have lunch, Mr. Vice President?
I didn't. I wish. I didn't get to do that, but
Chris Berg's taking selfies with him.
Totally. Still, you know, fun to see that just because it's rare that we have that. Although Vice President Mike Pence is going to be in town March 27th in Fargo, so that's why what's neat is North Dakota is really becoming kind of the epicenter of a lot of things going on.
Right. Well, I was going to say, because you were just out in the oil field, in that area not too long ago too, when Trump was visiting there.
It's kind of bizarre to start, you know, hey, Mr. VP.
North Dakota's being put on the map by all these candidates.
But so let's see your parade picks. I want to see what happened.
So I was going to say the parade was awesome. We did go out and celebrate, and it was like packed. There was probably like 8 people deep going down all of Broadway. Yeah, it was crazy. Look at this picture.
What?
Yeah, and so I was standing kind of over by.
When was this? Was this right before or during?
No, this is during it. This was at like 1:30. The parade started at 1.
Boston.
Doesn't it look crazy?
It's packed.
So this is, obviously you can see kind of a little bit of the Fargo Theater sign in your left-hand upper corner there. So I was kind of over off of Broadway and 3rd Avenue there. And it was like 8 people deep, and there was so many fun floats that were going by.
That is great.
I saw Ellen, who waved to me. Yes. I accidentally distracted her, so she accidentally dropped her banner. So she picked it up, and then she gave me a little wave and jigged on her way. So
was she jigging?
She wasn't doing jigging because we were down towards near the end of the parade. But even Lisa Bedeau said, she was like, we didn't get there early enough. I didn't anticipate it to be that busy. But when you were standing in the sun, it was pretty darn warm. And all you needed was like a light jacket, not really a
that's what I was
jacket.
just going to ask you about.
And there you go, guys. There's Jaron and his kilt. Now, again, that kilt's actually from Scotland. He got that as one of his souvenirs when we were in Ireland, Scotland.
Is there another picture of you dressed up as a leprechaun?
No.
Come on.
No. That was the only outfit I wore for the day. But he was very proud to be wearing his kilt, and I thought he actually looked pretty good in it too. As much as I was like joking last week about him being in his kilt, there were lots of people who were in kilts.
Oh, that's good.
There were lots of people in kilts, so I thought it was kind of neat. At least then he got to
So no one was like giving him kind of like a, hey, what's going on, bro? Or
no.
Oh, that's good.
There were a couple people right when we walked in. It's only like noon, and a couple of people were like, what's under there? And I was like, it's only noon, people, calm down. So there was a few, but not too bad. So I think people just had fun, which was good.
Yeah, that's what the whole parade's about. So
I was in bed by 9 p.m. on Saturday night.
Get out of here.
9 p.m. asleep peacefully.
I'm thinking ask questions because that just sounds like, what? No way.
We had fun. We danced our butts off, and then we went home around 7:30, and then I was in bed by 9. It was the perfect night.
You danced your butts off where though before 9
At Dempsey's to Pasheen. We were doing a lot of jigging.
Oh, okay.
It was super fun. Okay, we have a lot to get to on today's show. Coming up next, we're talking about why it's harder for women to lose weight, what to do about it. That's next.